Hello everyone and welcome to geography class once again. I request all my students to have a notebook and a pen to copy down the important point from this particular presentation. So I welcome you all for the geography class. This is the class in that we are going to talk about the fifth point. So let's move. So here in this chapter number 3, our changing earth, topic number 5. In that we are going to see today work of sea waves, the sea waves, what they are doing, which work they are making and how the different landforms are made by sea waves. Then we will see the work of ice, that means we will see the glacier part, how the glacier are also creating the different landforms. And lastly, we will see about the work of wind. How the wind is also performing a function to form the different landforms on the Earth's surface. So these are all the exogenic forces, right, which are creating the different landforms on the Earth. So let's move to talk about point number 1. Here, the erosional and depositional of the sea waves gives rise to the coastal landform. What's happening here? Erosional and depositional work done by the sea waves. The sea waves are coming, their erosional work and depositional work. What they are doing to the coastal landform, that is rising. So this landform is rising. Sea waves continue strike to the rocks. Cracks develop. Again and again continuously striking, and the rocks are having the cracks, and over time they become large and wider. So that rock, they are going to be the cracks, and the cracks are going to be bigger and bigger, and they are going to become large and wider. Thus the hollow like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called as sea caves. So how sea caves are formed? The sea waves are coming and just striking here. So these caves are formed. So these caves are known as the sea caves, because the work of sea is framing this, and the origin of the sea caves are the movement, continuous movement of the sea waves. As these cavities become bigger and bigger, only the roof of the caves remain, thus forming the sea arch. How the sea arches are formed? So the rock is there, so sea waves are coming, middle side is also moved, the cavities and all. Then after only the roof is remaining, so the sea arch is formed. In the upcoming slide, we will see about, with the help of the diagram, what are the sea arch, sea caves, we will see. Next, further erosion breaks the roof. The roof is also now breaks, and only the walls are remaining. So that walls which are remaining, they are called as the stacks. So what are stacks? Only the walls are remaining now, and the roof is also moved. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the sea water is called as the sea cliff. How the sea cliff is formed, how the stack is formed, and how the beaches are formed, they are the continuous one-to-one. The sea wave deposits sediments along the shore, forming the beaches. So here is the total work of the sea waves, right? Next, please see this carefully. This is the figure number 3.7. Features made by sea waves. So here, features made by sea waves. So here is sea cave, sea arch, stack is there, right? And when the shore will be there, then the beaches will be there. So how this rock is going to be decomposed, eroded by the sea waves, and how the sea arch is formed. And as it's growing, so this part is totally going to be decomposed or cavated, and then the stark will be removed. See this CK. Then CR, the water is moving in. Then this hole will get, then roof is also going to be break. And lastly, the pillar type structure is going to be remain, that is going to be called as stark. So next, here we will see about the work of ice. Before going to see the work of ice, I want to show you one chart. That chart is speaking about the work of the sea waves. So here, this chart is here. So this chart is speaking the coastal landscape, samudra tatvartiya bhu akrutiyan. So how the water is creating all these things. How the water is creating the cliff, the coastal caves here. This diagram speaking how the water continuous beaches, this the sea, arch is there, stacks are there, see, coastal caves and the stacks, how the waves cut lands form and how the coves are formed. Please see. So this depositional work, how the depositional and erosional works are forming different landforms on the earth's surface by the exogenic forces. Next, we will see about the work of ice, which means we will see about how the glaciers are moving. So here is the another chart for you. In this chart, the glacier, that means Himani or Him Nadi. So Him Nadi, or we can say the river of ice. In this chart, it is clearly the types of glaciers are given here, right? And the glaciers, how they are forming the different landforms. Next, we will see towards the concept, the work of ice. The glaciers are the river of ice. So if anybody will ask what are glaciers, so your answer will be the glaciers are the river of ice. So here we are talking about glaciers are river of ice. Okay? In that part, which to erode the landscape by bulldozing soil and the stone to expose the solid rock below. And what happens? The another landform is going to be formed. The glaciers are out the deep hollows there. And as the ice is going to be melted, so they are going to be filled up and the water will be there and it will become a beautiful lake in the mountains. Then the material carried by the glaciers such as rocks, big and small, sand and slate get deposited, and these deposits will be called as the glacial moraines. How the moraines are going to be formed? This is the erosional and depositional work done by the ice, that means the river of ice, the glacier which are called as the river of ice. So let's see what are glacier in the photograph. Next, you are observing this, the mountains are there and how this river of ice is moving. This all. These are glaciers. Next, work of wind. So work of wind, in that mushroom rock, this red color part, quickly you are getting what are mushroom rock. So here with another chart I am here to show you what are mushroom rock. First, the erosional desert landform done by wind in the desert. So desert landscape, right? Pavan Mastu Marustaliya Bhu Drushya. So how the Chhatrisal, that means the mushroom rock, is formed. Again this chart is speaking the work done by the wind, the erosional one and the depositional one, and the different landforms are forming. Okay? Next, moving further to our concept, we will see about the work of wind. So here, have you ever visited a desert? So your answer will be there, yes, if you visited. If you haven't visited, I am taking you in the tour of the desert. Try to collect some pictures of sand dunes. So what are sand dunes? So we are going to see the photograph by which you can understand what are sand dunes. Before going to that, an activity agent. So that active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert is wind. In desert you can see the rocks in the shape of mushroom, commonly known as mushroom. So here we are talking about in the desert the rocks are cutted down from the bottom. The rock is there full, so from the bottom they are cutted down. So to cut it down, so umbrella type structure is going to be there, like mushroom. Mushroom is a stem will be there and above the cap. So like that the mushroom rocks are formed. So let's see what are mushroom rocks. So this is the one photograph which speaks about mushroom rock. See here the wind is coming continuously and from this side and this side the wind is eroding and taking all the sediment and depositing somewhere else. And then this mushroom rock is forming. By the so many years of this activity, how the rocks are going to be eroded by the wind and this type of mushroom rock is formed. Next, wind erode. The lower section of the rock more than the upper part, that means lower part, they are eroding. Therefore, such rock have narrowed base and wider top. The top is going to be wider and their base is going to be narrow because the lower part the wind is eroding. After that, what's happening? When the wind blows, it lifts and transported sand from one place to another. That sand, small tiny particle sediments, they are going to be transported and from one place to another. When this stops blowing, the sand falls and get deposited in a lower hills. Like structure, these are called as sand dunes. So the sand dune is formed. First, the wind is cutting the sediments, then the mushroom rock form. After that, what's happening? The sediments are going to be deposited somewhere else after the hill, so the sand dunes are formed. So let's see in the figure number 3.9 what are sand dunes. So these are sand dunes. Figure number 3.9 I taken from the direct NCERT textbook, so it will be easy you. And here you are observing the camel. The camel is also known as the ship of desert. And in our India, the desert is present where? At Rajasthan. The desert name is Thar Desert. Next, moving towards when the grain of the sand are very fine and light, the wind can carry it over a long distance, right? When the grains, that is small tiny sediments, right? So when such sand is deposited in a large area are called as loess. Large deposit of loess are also found in China. So the name of the country is given where the loess are found. So they are traveling a long distance because they are in light. So here we are going to see about the overview. In this overview, we are going to see about the work of sea waves, the work of ice and the work of wind. So the first we talked about the work of sea, how the sea waves are eroding and depositing, and what's the formation will be there? The formation of the coastal landform, sea caves will be there, sea arches will be there, stacks will be there, sea cliffs will be there. And beaches are formed by the sediments deposited along the seashore by the sea. Continuously the sea waves are depositing and the sea beaches are formed. Next, work of ice. That means the glacier, river of ice can erode the rocks and they move slowly and cross down and land taking along with them, and rocks, So the leaves is moaning. When the ice melt, deep hollows carved out by the glaciers filled up the water and the beautiful lakes are formed. Next, work of wind. So the winds carry the dust, sand, volcanic ashes, etc. from one place to another. Right? In the desert, the wind is an active agent, very active agent which is doing erosional work and depositional work. Because in desert area, there is less rainfall. So the water, erosion, depositional work will be less and the wind is more, so wind work will be more. So this desert wind erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper, and there will be the formation of the mushroom rock. Since their shape is looking like mushroom, the base is narrow and the top is wider. So they are called as mushroom rocks. Next, sand is transported from one place to another by the wind, and sand dunes are small. So by the long distance they are carrying, so how the Lewis is going to be formed and how the sand dunes are formed already we have discussed. So here in this presentation we have seen about the activity of water, activity of the ice and activity of the wind. First we have seen the work of sea waves. Second we have seen the work of ice, that means glacier, and third we have seen the work of wind and how they are forming the different landforms on the earth's surface. Then next, for your homework, before speaking thank you to you, your homework is you have to draw this diagram. So this diagram, today your homework is to draw the diagram of features made by sea waves. Please make a note of it. The features made by sea waves. This diagram you have to draw. You can use the pencil, and with the pencil you can draw it, you can color it also. In that you have to mention the sea cave, sea arch and the stacks. This diagram one. Another, the definition of the stack, cliff, beaches. Sea caves. One by one I will show to you once again. Sea caves, the definition you will write. Then sea arches, the definition you will write. Please make a note of it in your notebook. What you are going to write? The definition of sea caves. Then definition of sea arch. Then stacks, sea cliffs and beaches. After that, this diagram, already I told you, draw and label the features made by sea waves. Next, what are glacier or what is glacier? You please write the glaciers are layer of ice, right? How the moraines are going to be formed, right? So you have to explain about how the moraines are going to be formed. Everything is given in the textbook. You please read it once more and write the proper answer. Next, how mushroom rocks are formed? The next question is how mushroom rocks are formed. So how mushroom rocks are formed? You have to write an active agent, erosion and depositional work done in the desert with the help of wind. And wind, what the wind is doing? Wind is cutting down the base, the lower area of the rocks, and the mushroom rock is formed. That's why the top is going to be wider and the base is going to be narrow. So the formation of mushroom rock, right? How mushroom rocks are formed. I repeat, how mushroom rocks are formed. Next, sand dunes. How sand dunes are formed in the desert. How sand dunes are formed in the desert. So how sand dunes are formed? So when it stops blowing, the sand falls in the low hills like structure, these are called as sand dunes. So when this erosion material is there, they are going to be transported by the wind from one place to another, and the wind is blowing, the wind is only eroding, the wind is only taking them. That the transportation business is also done by the wind only. Erosional purpose, the wind is eroding and dragging to them and blowing them to some other place and depositing there. Then the sand dunes are formed. Then when such loess, so where are the loesses formed? So large deposit of loesses are found where? The question is here. And lastly, whatever the overview I told you, you have to make a note. That means note making you have to do. So by doing the note making, all the gist of this chapter is going to be over. Once again I am showing you the overview. The work of sea, please write it down. Work of sea waves. In that, what the work of sea is doing, the sea waves are doing, and erosional and depositional work. So erosional work and depositional work done by the sea waves and giving rise to the coastal landform, plus sea caves, sea arches, stacks and sea cliffs. And lastly, they are forming the beaches. The question, beaches, already I told you what are beaches and how beaches are formed. Beaches are formed by the sediments deposited along the shore by the sea waves. Next, the work of glacier, that means the river of ice. How glaciers are formed, already I told you. Then the work of wind, already we talked about it. Then next, lastly here, the chapter is going to be finishing today. So today our chapter is over. In this chapter we had seen our changing earth. Our changing earth, we had seen the 2 points here. The first point, the lithospheric plates. So what are lithospheric plates? How the lithospheric plates are moving. What is plate tectonic theory? Then we talked about the movement of the earth, evolution of the landform. In that we had seen the two forces, endogenic forces and exogenic forces. So here which we were talking about the work of river, the work of sea waves, the work of ice, the work of wind. These four were the exogenic forces we were talking about. In the previous presentation already we talked about the endogenic forces. In that endogenic forces we talked about volcano, we talked about earthquake, we talked about landslide and the building of mountain, dystrophic movements. So in this chapter we had seen about how our earth is changing, how the surface of the earth is changing by the exogenic forces, and from the endogenic forces from inside the interior of the earth, outside changes are happening. So here in this overall presentation I want to tell to each and everybody. So this chapter is very important to know about the natural disaster and the safety measure. Just I told you about the volcano, earthquake, landslide. So what are they? Search more about that and the mitigation step for them and the preparedness steps which I stated to you, and plus whatever the key points I have shown you in each and every slide. This overview in each and every presentation I have shown you, please copy down that all, because that is very important. That's talking about the gist of the chapter. Once again I am giving these slides. If you want to copy it, please make a note of it. Just like the work of sea waves. Work of ice, work of wind. Lastly, here we ended this chapter. In the next class, we are going to talk and discuss about the question answers. So please copy down all the question and be ready for the answer. In the next class, we will see the question answers of this chapter. Till then, be safe and be happy. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.